Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scope. And now, here are your hosts, Jared, Adam, and Shane.
Hey everybody, it's episode 314 of your Scope program. Thank you, crowd, thank you. It's one short week later. We're turning these around very quick this time because people are demanding our content.
So fast we didn't even change clothes.
No, we just stayed right in the same outfits. And that's how we operate.
Heck yeah.
Boy, oh boy, Adam, Jared, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Did you do some tequila shots between episodes? You're like, yeah,
thank you. So I'm just trying to mellow it out a little bit for you.
Okay.
Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Thanks for going on this incredible journey with me. That is the Scope program. Last week, I teased a little bit about going to my high school reunion. Mm-hmm. Adam, have you ever gone to a high school reunion? My guess is no, and that you never will. Is that a fair statement?
No, and I never will.
You just...
Wow.
You don't buy into it? You don't buy into that sort of thing? Or is it just because you don't live in the same state as you graduated from?
I don't live there, yeah.
Yeah, that's... If you were there, if you lived in the East Coast, would you go?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'm just not going to plan a trip. If
it's not important enough for you to spend money to go there.
Yeah,
right.
If I happen to have a trip to visit, which I barely do to begin with, that coincided with it, yeah, sure, I'd go.
Do you talk to anybody from high school or have any sort of communication with anyone from high school?
Yeah, like three people.
Yeah.
I talk to on Facebook now and then, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I had close friends, but then once you don't live near someone or hang out with them for 20 some years, it's not really, you're not really friends anymore.
Yeah, it falls away a little bit. Jared, same question to you.
I went to my 20 year, which there was about 15 people there. I had a small graduating class, so I've only like 69 people. Nice. And I went to one previous. I'm trying to think if I think it was 10. Had to have been 10. So that was a few more people, and that was, they were both small affairs though. But if there was a 30th, I didn't hear about it. Sorry, I'm old, I guess.
That would have been last year for you, Jared.
Would have been 2 years. No, yeah. I keep thinking it's 2023. It's not that. Yeah.
We're all messed up. Yeah. Well, I went to my most recent high school reunion. It was my 30-year, Adam, Jared, and I have to say this, and I'm trying to say this delicately, and I'm also including myself in this. This is the first time that I've gone where I've started to feel like my classmates and we're starting to look like our parents a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we've sort of turned the corner from, we just look like a slightly grayer or maybe, a little less hair, little more of a beer belly. But yeah, we're starting to look a little bit older, which is very strange. And, I look in the mirror every day, so I know what I look like. But it's a weird feeling to kind of cross that threshold. And, so many of the people at my reunion are like me, where they've had kids that have graduated or are about to graduate from high school. There are people that I graduated from high school with that have grandkids,
Oh my.
But then we also have I have fellow classmates that have young kids as well. So it's this broad spectrum, but definitely things start to lean towards, empty nest syndrome, or at least starting to get your first kid out of the house, which makes me feel incredibly weird and odd and sad. As I sort of mentioned in the last episode, like Audrey is starting her senior year. So everything that we go through now is the last time she's going to do this thing in high school. So it hits harder. And my high school reunion was kind of like that kickoff to that reminder. Audrey is I think she's 30 years and 6 months younger than me. So, or old. behind me rather. So she is going through a lot of the stuff that we talked about the reunion. A lot of the stuff that we reminisce about, and it's creepy and it's weird, and it reminds me of being 17 a lot and being in her shoes, not knowing what the hell was going to go on. So it's a weird feeling. At the same time, at this reunion, you also get moments where people maybe try to act a little bit younger than they are. It's that night. It's that night out, and we're going to party like it's 1992. And in this case, we had a few people that did that.
Did you have any kid and play dance montages?
There was no montages, but I definitely heard Vanilla Ice in the background. There probably was, some of that CNC Music Factory vibe or Technotronic in that playlist. What kind of venue was this at? So the venue, we've had our reunion at a number of different places. I've gone to 3. The first one that I went to was the 20 year, and that was at a pretty nice supper club, which was a little bit, you spend a little bit of money, you pay for your ticket, you get a nice dinner. The second one was, yep, absolutely. You get the veggies, you get Dr. Oz's favorite stuff. The second one was at a Holiday Inn, like ballroom type of thing, which was a little bit smaller, a little mellower. And then this last one was at a local establishment that is, a half a mile away from the high school. It's like a hamburger joint. I would say like a very well-known watering hole. Jared, I believe you've gone there with us before. So, and then we just sort of rented out a room. Our class was about 375 would be my guess. Quite a bit bigger than yours, Jared and Adam. I don't know how many people you graduated with.
Like 600.
And I would, well, that's pretty decent. But I would say, 75 classmates maybe showed up to that through the night. Maybe that might be a little bit high, but it was a decent turnout. I think the biggest one was
pretty good for 30 years.
Yeah. I think the biggest one was 20, and then it sort of tapered down a little bit. 25 had a decent showing too, but you get a lot of spouses mixed in and some other people. It's kind of hard to get a decent head count, but I would say total there was probably about 100 people in the room. And I was sober driver, so I didn't imagine that, Jared. I barely drank, but there were a few classmates that sort of went over the edge a little bit, which was sort of funny. And I have to tell the story.
Probably don't get out of the house that much, so they're just Mama's gonna have a good time.
People are sort of in the moment. You're hanging out with people that you haven't seen forever, in a lot of cases, and there are a lot of like specific groups that do hang out quite a bit, outside. They sort of kept friendships, but I got to talk about the DJ. So one of our classmates did DJing for the night. His name is Tim, nice guy. I don't really remember him, but he was already a little toasty when he
remembers you
when we came in. I think he looked at my name tag and said my name like he knew me, so that's a good thing. I don't know if he's a great actor, but my buddy Aaron and I, we caught him as we were walking into the establishment. He was having a smoke on the outside, and we chatted for a little bit. We could definitely tell he's had a few. And it was his job essentially to, I guess, pull up his Spotify playlist of 1988 to 92 hits and then play through a speaker. I don't know. But he was managing that.
So a DJ.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I mean, it was basically like he was in charge of the music. It was a very nice gesture. One thing I would say, though, people don't love music at reunions because it's already loud, and trying to talk over it is really difficult. And by the end of the night, you don't have any voice. And I actually couldn't talk for about 2 days properly after that. But
yeah, it's sort of, yeah, it's like, are you trying to reminisce about or try to relive that moment in time, or are you trying to catch up with the people you haven't seen in years? It's like, I could see having a little bit of music in the background, like low, just to sort of set the mood a little bit. But yeah, if it's too loud, that seems like a wrong choice.
You don't want to compete with it. It's not like a dance party, or maybe you need to have a whole separate room with dancing, but whatever reason, the music was flowing. It was actually got to the point where myself and some of my friends, we went to a separate room in the other part of the bar and just sort of had people come to us to talk, because you could actually have conversation, not yell.
You held court.
We held court. That it was a bunch of nerds, the nerd herd holding court. That's what we call ourselves, the nerd herd. So we were out there, and eventually it was like, the party's starting to wind down, so let's head back into the main room where, it was probably a third of the people that were in there. And we go in there, and Tim, the DJ, literally is swaying like this to the point where, we're really concerned about him. So a couple of my friends run over and are trying to get him like, hey, have some water, get on a chair, and of course it was I'm fine, I don't need anything. Meanwhile, like he's looking down at the chair, not quite sure if it's here or to the left or to the right. And he was getting so agitated that he was getting close to wanting to throw a punch at my buddy for offering him a chair. Like, how dare you offer me a chair? I'm fine, but imagine not being fine. So we kind of managed him, and eventually some of the other people of the group, the people that organized the party, kind of got to him, and we're trying to, sober him up a little bit, or at least get him in a place where he's not so grumpy and ready to battle. So they get him and they pull him to the other side of the room. So myself and some friends are standing on one side of the room, and he's sitting at the very far end. So I can see everything that's happening, but I cannot hear a word. But things are going to go down here in a second. So he's sitting there, and then there's a group of people around him, and then another guy comes towards him. His name also is Tim. So it was Tim versus Tim.
Uh-oh.
And Tim gets in.
It's like a mirror match in Street Fighter.
Tim gets in DJ Tim's face, and you could see them sort of talking. And then right next to them, my friend who is sitting at the bar, and she's watching this probably like an inch away. And she's like, from a side view, it's like this. As it's getting more and more heated, and you can sort of see them talking. And then all of a sudden, Tim the DJ just literally takes a drunken swing at the other Tim and misses him by inches. But it was like slow motion drunk punch. So, no one's going to get hit by that. And then out of nowhere, a bouncer, like a guy in a bouncer shirt, says bouncer, jumps in, grabs him. They're separating. And my friend who's watching this she didn't get up and move. She literally sat about a half a foot away from it and watched it all go down. And Tim DJ is swinging like slow motion. And the other guy is sort of like ready to go down, go outside and start wailing on each other. But they separate them. And immediately the owners of the establishment's like, I think it's time to wrap this up. So we're slowly starting to like get out of there. My friend who's sitting next to us, she comes over and she's laughing her ass off. And she says to us, do you know what that fight was about? And I was like, no, tell me. And she goes, Tim the DJ goes, so all I heard him say was, there's no fucking way I'm playing ABBA. There's no fucking way. And then he threw a punch, and that was it. Party over. There's no dancing queen. There's no Mamma Mia. There's no ABBA at this 90s graduation party.
So a strong musical opinion and lots of alcohol shut the night down. Yeah.
And luckily, some people managed him. They called an Uber to get him in an Uber. And I was thinking
poor Uber driver. Jeez.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, like, is someone to drive home with this guy? Like, no, they got him in the Uber. They explained to him what's going on.
Did they send him home with his Bluetooth speaker?
No, his speaker was still in the bar. That's right. No. It was still there. So I'm just thinking, like, this Uber, like, I hope this Uber driver just covered everything in like a tarp, because the chances of things going very bad on that drive, even if it's just a couple miles, I gotta think if you're an Uber driver. I gotta think if you're an Uber driver on driving on a Saturday night, you kind of know what you're in for. You've probably made preparations. I hope. Hopefully, it's not your first night driving. Yeah, I would hope so. I just want to
see what this Uber's about. Make a little extra money. How bad could it be? DJ Tim's your first ride.
Puking all over the windows and stuff. Yeah, I would not get into the Uber business, because it would take one puke and I would be out. There's no way I would be dealing with that. So yeah, that wrapped up my party. Generally speaking, everybody got along really great. I saw a lot of people I hadn't seen before. I think as we get older, people get nicer, and they sort of see, where they came from, and kind of understand the context of being out of high school for 30 years, for the most part. No, not necessarily with
obviously
the drinking part.
If you haven't found love for ABBA in your heart by now, you never will.
Right.
That's clear. Do you feel like the group is a bit self-selecting, like the people who have done well enough in life that they feel like they're confident they, can show up and at 30 years and be like, have something to talk about? Do you feel like that was the group that showed up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know if it was completely based on performance in life, because I think there are definitely, a mix. I think it's more about the people that keep in contact with each other and sort of hang out on a semi-regular basis. They're kind of that core group of the people that are there. And then you get, some people that are on the periphery of that, like myself. And then you'll get a few people that just, hey, I'm totally shocked that this person showed up. And
did you have some first timers? Like people had never been to a reunion until the 30th?
Yes. They're at least the ones I went to, there were people that I had never seen at a reunion before. And I would say compared to other reunions, generally people were more willing to talk and, have a good time. And you also do see some of the sadder parts. Like, there's a lot of people that are divorced or, may have other things in their lives that will sort of percolate to the top of the conversation as you kind of get into it. That's life, right? I mean, you're not 10 years out of high school and living the dream. You've got a little bit of time under your belt and shit's going to happen to everybody. It's inevitable. We will all have those things happen to us. And, after 30 years, there's a good chunk of people that will have some stories to tell for sure. Did find out. Oh, go ahead, Jared.
No, you go ahead. Say yours first.
I was going to say one last thing. Everybody who knows me knows I was a big yearbook editor. I loved yearbook. It was one of my favorite classes. And one of my favorite projects ever, actually, to get to document my classes year in the life of my class. I took it really seriously. Found out at this party that one of the photo editors actually, on the last day of class, when we were like cleaning up the yearbook room, and back in those days there was no digital photography. I mean, you took tons of black and white, you developed them in house.
Everyone had to sit still for like 5 minutes as the photo exposed, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was that sort of thing. And nobody smiled, and they were all dressed in creepy black suits. We
sometimes the ghosts showed up.
We took hundreds of photos and probably thousands of photos actually for the yearbook, and only a handful of those, probably a few hundred, made it into the yearbook. And at the end of the day, all of that stuff is just thrown in the garbage. Well, the photo editor, he actually on the last day grabbed just books and books of film that was just about to be thrown in the garbage. There's possibly hundreds of photos that people have never seen of that class that are just sitting in books waiting to be scanned and digitized. And he actually started working on some of that stuff. But maybe by the next reunion or before that, there could be a ton of photos that nobody ever thought that they would see, sort of lost in time now coming back. So I think that's really, really cool. I mean, nowadays, yearbooks, all of that stuff digitally can be kept forever if you want it really easily in comparison. So
sure,
this guy had a lot of foresight to actually think about that and grab it for a rainy day. So that was my big surprise of the yearbook, or from the yearbook stories right there.
So the morbid question, you're 30 years on from high school now. Have there been any notable deaths in your class?
There have been a few that we know of, but I don't
Obviously, you don't need to share specifics.
Yeah. I mean, there's certainly been a few. I don't know if there's been a lot since the 25th. As a matter of fact, as far as I know, there may not be, maybe one. But yeah, there have been some surprises earlier, people passing away unexpectedly. And I'm sure we'll get some of that stuff and as we get older, which is sort of the really sad part about it. I don't like thinking about that because it's definitely there. So maybe that's one reason why everybody was, on their best behavior for the most part, and really excited to see each other, because as we get older, nothing is guaranteed.
You hit the 30-year anniversary, and now you get the next one is what, 35, 40, whatever. Now you're in your 50s, and just people start to fall away.
Yeah, you got to do them every 5 years because, every chance to get together with as many people as possible.
I won't be going to any of mine, but,
and you and Adam are jerks, but hey, I care. All right, guys, we had a really long show last week. Let's get past my high school reunion. I give it 4 stars. I do it again. But let's talk about what's coming up on today's show. We get so much positive feedback about our food tasting. And guess what? We're bringing it back with Scope Dope or Scope Nope. More sodas, and we've got a great selection of unique things that none of us have ever tried, and we're going to be sampling them and rating them live on the air. We'll also have Adam's coming soon, and Jared's going to do all sorts of magical sound effects and just keep this show running. So how about we take a break? We'll be back with more of episode 314, and maybe we'll have Tim the DJ on to come and give us a little ambient music in the background. Jared, take it away.
I know it hasn't been that long. It's been one episode since I last asked you to become a patron on Patreon. But I'm here. I'm here doing it again. I'm obligated. It's on my script. I've got the music playing. What else am I going to do? I'm going to talk about Patreon. Patreon is that service. You're probably giving money to some other creators. You can probably find a couple bucks to give us. Patreon.com/thescopeshow is where you're going to find that information on how you can support us, how you can encourage us to do a show on a more regular basis, how you can subsidize our soda consumption, where we taste the latest in artisanal mass market sodas and give you our sound judgment. That costs money. You can help us pay for that. Patreon.com/thescopeshow. You can give as little as $1 an episode. Give more and cancel anytime. There's some other perks there. Go check it out. I know you can do it. You're a fan of the internet. You're a fan of us. Make it happen. Patreon.com/thescopeshow. We'll see you there.
Everybody, we're back. Episode 314. My cat is clawing me to death as I'm taking notes.
Ouch.
He's an asshole, and I'm just saying that right now. I don't know if he understands English, but he is what he is.
Select words, I'm sure.
Yes, and he will, because I'm sure I'll call him that a lot as he ages. There he is. What a handsome boy. Anyway, guess what? Scope Dope or Scope Nope Soda Taste Test Part 2 coming at you. We have got 4 soda flavors, and we're going to be trying them all. I'm going to read my pre-written text in a way that doesn't sound like it's pre-written. Let's see how it plays out.
Never have a chance of that. Sorry.
Go. Hey, Jared, our quest to sample every new soda flavor continues in force with another fantastic edition of Scope Dope or Scope Nope Soda Taste Test. This time around, we've got 4 summer drinks.
That was a completely natural pause there. Yep.
We've got 4 summer drinks, 2 from Mountain Dew, 2 from Coca-Cola. Let's get a drinking, shall we? Totally not that.
Let's do it.
That's how I talk in real life. Here's
100%.
one little I guess fly in the ointment. Adam is the one person that has the Mountain Dew, what is it, Baja Gold, that Jared and I could not find. And honestly, you're not going to find it in stores anyway. So he's probably losing money by drinking this. You know, he could keep it sealed, sell it in a year, and probably get like $500. But
the things that we do for our podcast.
I mean, you could hold on to it, put it on eBay in like 7-8 years' times. Rhett and Link will probably buy it for one of their past snacks episodes, and
there we go.
Yourself some money.
So speaking of Mountain Dew, let's start with Mountain Dew Baja Mango Gem. Here's my text. Mountain Dew refuses to let us down with new flavors.
It's always best when you say, here comes the text.
I know. Now I'm going to read the script that I have written. I'm purred happily, and this is... This time around, we're tasting the limited summer edition soda called Baja Mango Gem. It's orange, and it's infused with natural and artificial mango flavor. Unfortunately, this flavor was widely available at the beginning of summer, but now it's very rare and totally on its way out of stores. So if you haven't had it already, you'll just have to live vicariously through us all. Jared's holding it up. I will hold it up as well. It is orange. I believe there is another orange flavor out there, or this is mango, but there's an orange flavored Mountain Dew. So
there is a regular flavor called Live Wire, I believe.
That's it.
Is like orange. It's orange colored. It's orange flavored, but this is mango.
Okay, well, let's crack it open, shall we? Adam, snap that can. Jared, open that bottle. Oh,
trying.
Here we go. Ooh. It's in. Now, immediately it passes the smell test. It smells like mango. There's no doubt about it.
Wait, can we tell everyone we're doing this at 9:34 p.m. and
Yeah.
that's when we're ingesting.
And we're
all of our
chugging. We're
caffeine?
chugging these
Yeah.
down to the
Every
bottom.
bottle goes down. I think mango sometimes smells a bit like cat urine. That's just my opinion.
So
Yeah,
we're-
like real mango does sometimes. The
There's
fake
like
mango is generally more pleasant.
There's a pungent flavor to it. Let's get in there. Ooh, boy. Oh, Adam's smiling. I can see that. Jared's taking it in.
just thinking about what I'm going to do at 1 a.m. when I'm still awake.
I'm not drinking at all, Adam.
Well, Adam's got an open can, so unless he's going to let it go to waste, that thing's down the hatch.
Okay.
Can I just, while we're pondering this, I have a quote that I want to read to you, and you guys guess
Okay.
who said it. This is earlier today. If the American people wanted me to run for the presidency of the United States of America, I would strongly consider it. And damn it, I mean it. Any guesses?
Oh no.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
I mean, close in terms of like his position in his sport.
Hulk Hogan?
Not different sport.
It's all wrestling. Tom
Stephen
Brady.
A. Smith. Stephen
Oh,
A. Smith.
Wow. He'd strongly consider it.
Yeah.
Wow. What a tangent. Let's get back. Let's get back to the Baja Mango Gem. Jared, you drink Mountain Dew regularly.
I don't drink regular Mountain Dew regularly, but I
know,
do
but-
drink Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, and one of our taste tests from a previous episode, the Mountain Dew Spark, 0 sugar. When I can get it, I do drink that. I quite enjoy that. That's our raspberry lemonade flavor.
It goes right into the repertoire for you. So you are at least familiar with what Mountain Dew is trying to do.
I've been a long time drinker of Mountain. I used to drink regular Mountain Dew a lot, and so I'm very familiar with Mountain Dew as a flavor profile.
Does Mango Gem make it into the rotation after that first drink?
This is delicious. I think the smell is right.
Whoa!
I think the flavor is great. I don't drink sugared sodas regularly, so this will not make it into a regular rotation, even if I could find it, because I don't believe there is a 0 sugar version of it. So this is a one-time treat that I will probably sip on over the course of the next week until it is gone.
And flat.
But I am greatly enjoying this flavor. I mean, this isn't that carbonated to begin with, so it'll just be like juice later. I think that's great. I don't think it's too cloyingly sweet, as Mountain Dew often is. I think it's a winner.
Okay,
That's
I'll
my
jump
opinion.
in. We'll let Adam finish this out. I think that it gets the mango flavor right. It definitely tastes like mango flavored soda. I think that's a fair statement. It is not cloyingly sweet, or as cloyingly sweet as many Mountain Dew flavors are. It's not as super carbonated. And maybe I prefer that carbonation a little bit more. But I will say that this, to me, has a slight medicinal, or like there's an aftertaste follow-up of the mango that sort of hits me a little weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a food critic. I don't do the Dollop podcast, so my food knowledge is very limited. But,
The dollop is not a food.
I thought we established that was.
You live in your
There
own
is
world.
another podcast called The Dollop that's also a food podcast. So it is
Thank you,
confusing.
Adam. Thank you. But I mean, as far as fancy Mountain Dew flavors go, I would rank this towards the higher end of the spectrum. Adam, you seem to love this drink. Is that true, or am I misreading you?
One word to describe this soda. Soda doesn't even do it justice. Smooth. It tastes good. It is
it's
like
smooth, baby.
the level of carbonation is low for a soda. It's not overly sweet. This tastes. I don't even really like mango like flavoring that much.
Mhm.
This is good. I wish it wasn't in a can because it's obviously going to be flat, and I'm not going to finish it. But
If it were, if they could bring this back as a regular Mountain Dew soda, would you drink it, Jared?
If they would do a 0 sugar version, it would be 100% in my rotation.
Adam,
it would be a really good vanilla vodka mixer. So sure.
oh, smart. And I don't drink Mountain Dew, so I'm just enjoying it for what it is. So, can we say thumbs up on the Mountain Dew Mango? I
No,
think
we
we
can say
can.
Scope dope.
It's a scope doper, everybody. Scope dope. Let's continue the Mountain Dew path with Baja Gold. And as I said earlier, Adam is the only one that has this. He's holding up the can right now.
It's very similar looking.
Yep, it's the sort of same design. It's the second of Mountain Dew's limited summer edition sodas. Even more rare than Mango Gem, Baja Gold takes the real and fake flavors of pineapple and turns them into the yellowest, most vibrant urine-looking soda ever. It is yellow.
Yeah, if you have a bottle of it, it looks like you're a trucker, and you can't make a pit stop. You got to make it to Albuquerque by 10 a.m. and you're driving through the night. And the only thing you've got is that Mountain Dew bottle to relieve the pressure. So.
Jared, you know that episode of Better Call Saul where Saul has to walk through the desert with Mike, and they have to capture their own urine in a bottle and drink it?
Sure.
This is about what it looks like. It's very, very intense.
This definitely got an ode to Ehrmantraut on it.
So, Adam, you get to decide: is this scope dope or scope nope? Have you taken a sip yet?
No.
Give us the smell. Give us the smell. What is it?
The smell is not good. The smell is
it fake pineapple?
It's very fake pineapple. Yeah.
Okay. So have we ever had Fanta pineapple soda before? Okay, so we can't even compare that.
No. All right.
Yeah, it even says on the label, a blast of natural and artificial pineapple flavor.
That's why I said
get it from both barrels. Both barrels.
I mean, it tastes like a Dum Dum. It tastes like a pineapple Dum Dum, which isn't good. That's like literally.
Look at him.
He's going back in though. He needs to make sure that his palate is.
It's not. No, it's bad. I'm gonna go back to this one. Make sure I still like this.
He needs to clear it out. You're not watching him drink. We're
this
play
is
by
good.
play.
I mean, this
mango
one. It's that mango one is legit. I like pineapple way more than mango. Like in the real world. In a Mountain Dew world, no, it's bad.
It's a scope nope.
Scope
it's
nope.
A scope,
that's what that is.
Nope. No dope there. I still wish I could try it. I sort of feel like we should try to seek out at some point like a Fanta pineapple just to see if it tastes better than what you're drinking.
Sure.
And you can get it. You can get it all year round. All right. So we're done with the Mountain Dews. It's time to move on to the fancy flavors from Coca-Cola. Our first flavor is one that's been around all summer. You can still find it in stores as far as I can tell. It's Marshmallow's limited edition Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola
now,
Creations.
Explain to me as an old, what is a marshmallow?
So you guys know.
Coca-Cola Creations continues to crank out new, weird soda flavors. Previously, we've tried Starlight. We have not tried Bite, spelled B-Y-T-E. I think you can only get that online. You cannot get it in stores. And now we're on to Coke's early summer release. This may be the first soda I've ever had designed by a famous person. So I'm going to read the marketing from Coca-Cola's website. This should clarify everything for you, Joe.
Designed by famous person.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
This newest hit is Coca-Cola Creations sparkling beverage inspired by the world-renowned artist Marshmello. For the first time ever, discover the unexpected flavor of his tracks. Strawberry and watermelon flavor with the same familiar Coca-Cola taste. So Marshmello's a rapper, right? And
you say that like we know that. I don't know that.
Well, I'm telling you.
I just learned about Young Gravy today.
Actually, I don't even know if Marshmello's a rapper. He might just be like a DJ. He's like a DJ, right?
Uh-huh.
So he does like electronic dance music, Jared.
Okay.
So it comes in this sleek can. You can see here, 140 calories per can, all white with a red spot color. Let's open it up. Okay. Jared's got
and
this.
I will be tasting. Do you have the regular one, Shane, or do you have zero as well?
Regular for me.
Okay, so I have the zero sugar, so I'll be giving you the zero sugar profile on this. Oh, that was a good
Adam, did you say you have it?
No, I do not have this.
Oh, Adam does not have this. Okay.
So we've got a bit of an asymmetrical review going on today, but that's fine.
Okay. So immediately the smell test on me, Jared, is I get fake strawberry right away.
100%. There's fake strawberry.
Maybe even a little fake strawberry and Coke, but I don't get watermelon.
Watermelon, strawberry.
And look at my cat.
Vanilla?
Look at him. He wants vanilla? This. He loves marshmallow. He's a huge marshmallow fan.
I think there's a little watermelon on there, and I'm already a little wary because I don't like fake watermelon. I'm watching Finn. Finn's having a fun time with that can. I inadvertently got the watermelon Mountain Dew over the summer with my grocery delivery. And if you like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, you probably love that soda. I did not like it, but all right. Are we going in?
Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So the first thing I will say is you smell strawberry in the sniff test, but you don't taste it in the soda. I don't taste any.
I disagree. In the zero sugar, I'm getting a decent strawberry hit. Strawberry Coke. I'm not getting any watermelon flavor, just a hint of scent.
No, I think with the regular one, there is a vague fruit flavor, but it's not necessarily strawberry. It's not necessarily watermelon. Maybe it's strawberry melon mixed together. I don't know.
This is in the same family as like a cherry Coke or a cherry vanilla Coke. It's a subtle fruit flavor. It's not overpowering. Coca-Cola is still the overwhelming base flavor. But this is interesting.
Yeah, I'm now the next drink I get a little bit of that strawberry, but
I'm getting a little
to me it
vanilla.
just tastes like I wouldn't even say like strawberry and watermelon mixed together, but with neither of them being completely distinguished in their scent.
I think I'm getting a little watermelon on the second sip. Just a little bit. It's not, and generally I don't like fake watermelon, so I'm glad that it's subtle. This isn't bad. I like this better than the Starlight that we tried earlier.
Yeah,
this
I
isn't
like
bad.
it. I like it better than the Starlight, but I would not drink this.
I don't think I would come back to it, but I'm not upset that I have to finish this can tonight. This is interesting. Okay.
I give it a scope nope. I would not drink it. Jared?
What do you mean you would not drink it?
I
you wouldn't.
I would not regularly drink this. I would not come back to it.
I'm a soft dope on this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to split the difference. Oops, that was wrong. I want to do this. There we go.
I think we can.
So I don't know how we rate this. I don't think we can.
No, I'm with your review. I think a soft scope dope. I'm not insulted by it. I wanted a little bit more
like
distinguished flavor.
Dope?
Yes. Yeah. Scope dope with a question.
I think it's inoffensive. It doesn't turn me off. Would I seek it out all the time? No.
Right.
But I would drink it. I will finish this can and not be mad about it.
Okay.
How about that?
You said that. I like that. Okay, I'm going to
cleanse. Are you just grabbing a handful of Doritos there? What's going on?
No, I have one single potato chip. All my crackers were stale. I don't have the Ritz like Adam does.
Mm-hmm. Got to go a buttery cracker to really cleanse that palate out.
I don't have because the butter like it emulsifies with the flavonoids and removes them from your palate. I don't know.
Well, I feel like this last soda is the soda I'm most excited about. It's Coca-Cola Dream World. This just
I'm most excited about you reading the copy on it.
What do you mean? This is all right off the top of my head, sir. This just released Coca-Cola Creations flavor bookends the summer of new Coke soda. It's so new, I have no idea what it's about or what it could taste like. So let's go back to the marketing materials and see what we can learn. Coca-Cola Dream World makes the most fascinating parts of our imagination real. This limited edition sparkling beverage from Coca-Cola Creations explores the realm of the surreal, the imagery, and the otherworldly. Experience the familiar Coca-Cola taste, now with a surprising and unexpected flavor from a dream world. How was that? That was a good read.
So we don't even get any tasting notes.
There's literally
dreams.
It tastes like dreams.
It tastes like Morpheus from and the rest of the Endless come from the beyond.
I read one of the things I read on some site, some Coke site was it talked about tasting like your subconscious. So there's that there.
I don't know if I want to taste my dream brain, but all right. All right. So once again, I will be trying the zero Coke zero sugar version.
Zero Coke. There's not a drop. It's all just dreams in this bottle. It's
all right.
It's Ninja blended or Morpheus.
That's a bad first impression, guys.
What happened?
Good Lord, the smell.
I can smell it too.
There's a smell going here. All right.
No, it smells like cat urine. That's the other thing.
Okay, this one does smell a bit like urine.
Yeah, it's like it's that mango. I bet you this tastes like mango too.
Does my dream smell like mango?
It's a sweet and pungent scent. Is that a fair analysis?
Yes, a bad flower
at best. Yeah.
There's a little bit of mango. I'm not getting any like vanilla or chocolate notes like I normally would off of a Coke at all.
No, it definitely is mango, or at least it has that
weird.
It's the same scent from that mountain. Let's go back to that Mountain Dew bottle and smell that Mountain Dew and see if we can.
We're going. It's a science.
They're
folks.
different. This is so much worse than.
Oh yeah,
maybe it's so much faker. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
this might be faker, but this smells better. Like it's more pleasant,
and it's the Mountain
not
Dew
necessarily
is more pleasant.
accurate, but it smells more pleasant.
And
this smells like
subtle.
This smells like mango chapstick. Like if there was a mango chapstick.
I'm sure there is.
Okay, down the hatch, boys. Let's do it.
Gotta go in.
I strongly dislike this, guys.
I'm getting okay. Well, there's a little finish now. Like at first, it was just like I'm not getting any additional. This tastes like just Coke Zero, but now I'm getting a little bit of a finish that. What am I?
Yeah, I will say that I think the taste is less than the smell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
But the taste to me, it's like something they would add to cough medicine to make it taste better. There's something like
yes, there's a medicinal taste to the end of it. It's like a cough syrup.
Yeah,
like a Robitussin or something.
Yeah,
it's like
weird.
It's like it's a specialty Coke flavor that I just would not care to drink. And it doesn't. And there's no real distinguishing flavor out of it. I mean, you could say that there's mango just because we've talked about it, but I don't really know if that's there or not.
Yeah, already in our.
You know what I mean? It's like to me, it tastes like do it. You know, we talked about this before, but like doing a suicide at the soda fountain. You know, where you mix everything together. But on this mix, we'll do a heavy amount of Coca-Cola with all the fruit flavors. And then it just sort of comes together, and this is what you get.
So I'm going to read you this passage from Taste of Home, reviewing the flavor. Excuse me, too much carbonation.
I got to try it again.
Let's see, but I didn't detect much of any cola flavor in this dreamy new beverage. I puzzled over how to describe the flavor. Here's what I came up with. Maybe if you had a party and you made a huge bowl of fruit punch and then accidentally dropped a splash of Coke into it, that's what Dream World tastes like. Yeah. I can't identify what fruit is in the drink, but there's definitely a Carmen Miranda's hat-inspired tropical fruit edge. I asked my teen daughter to try and nail down the fruit, and her instant response was yellow Tic Tacs. I think she has a point, as the taste is more candy sweet than anything grown in nature. The sweetness does carry a kind of citrus edge to it, so fruit is perhaps adjacently involved.
You know,
that's pretty apt.
With my additional drink, I do also get a little bit of a hint of like a bubblegum flavor, like a citrusy bubblegum, like that fake bubblegum flavor.
Sure.
It's just like citrus, vaguely fruit flavored, a little bit of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And then that medicinal cough syrup finish, which is not great.
The most shocking thing to me about all this is learning that teen daughters are still using Tic Tacs.
Right.
Tic Tac is a sex act now, though. But that's
I don't think we're supposed to know about what's going on with them.
Can I ask a question? And maybe this is a distinguishing factor between the specialty Mountain Dew flavors, because that's usually what it is, right? Mountain Dew versus Coke is that the Mountain Dew really can taste like anything, right? I mean, it doesn't. There's no flavor profile that it has to stick to. It seems like with these Coca-Cola drinks, like they're standing hard and fast with the idea of there has to be some sort of cola inspired underbelly of it, which I don't think they should do that. I think they should just, they make a sort of have it be anything and call Coca-Cola Creations. But to sort of stick yourself with that vague sense of that, I don't even know cola is its own flavor. It doesn't really taste like anything.
Coca-Cola is like khakis and a polo shirt, and Mountain Dew is like board shorts and a flannel and your hat backwards. Like they got a little more freedom to do what they want, man.
Yeah.
Also, like, I feel like if you had to, the starting points for both of them, one is much more apt to work with weird flavors or fruity flavors than the other one, despite what the Coke remix machines would have you believe.
Right. But nobody says any of these Mountain Dew flavors are like, oh, this tastes like Mountain Dew with pineapple. This tastes like Mountain Dew with mango. No, I mean, it just tastes like a fruit soft drink, right? That you put a Mountain Dew name.
Mountain Dew is the brand. The flavor is whatever they want it to be.
I guess when I think of it, I think it tastes like Mountain Dew plus those things. But I guess that's kind of the point. Like, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's. I guess to your point, Shane, it's like it's not. It doesn't surprise me, that they can do a fruity whatever. Whereas, Coke could. Yeah, it seems like Sprite, which is a Coke thing, right? It's like Sprite maybe is the better vehicle for them to be doing these things with than Coke proper.
You're 100% right. You have that lemon, as they say in the business, that mix where, you can mix any fruit into that and it works. With Coke, it's almost like cola is like its own thing, and it almost like, I don't want to say savory, but it's so specific in terms of what you can mix into it to make it work. Yeah. Like, you're so limited. So what they end up doing is they have all these specialty flavors that don't really end up tasting like anything. They can say, oh, we've got this, and this, but maybe the reason why the Dream World text is so vague is because they don't even know what it tastes like. It's like, how do we describe this? Because however we would describe it isn't really going to represent what the flavor is. So,
well, they started with the space one was the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then Bite was second, then Marshmallow. So it's like they started with this nebulous, because the copy on that one was also like vague.
Yeah.
And this is also vague.
It's cute. Like they're trying to be cute with it and whatever, but it just ends up coming off as like, we don't know what the hell we have here.
Yeah. Coca-Cola's like, it's an experience. Mountain Dew's like, it's mango, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting mango. So to wrap up this last soda, I think we're all saying scope. Nope.
Scope, nope.
So
kind of a split ticket.
Yeah, let's recap it. Mountain Dew Baja Mango Gem. I think that's probably the best one by far, right? You two would drink that if you could in zero sugar form, or if it were available. Mountain Dew Baja Gold almost made Adam puke just by smelling it.
Yeah,
Marshmallow's limited edition cola. The ticket was split, but we give it a mild scope dope. And Coca-Cola Dream World just left us having nightmares. It's a scope nope. So what a fantastic! Let's hope there's some fall flavors that we can try. Maybe like a pumpkin spice Coke. I don't know what else. Like a turkey flavored Mountain Dew. I mean,
I think it'd be like a cranberry Mountain Dew. That'd be kind of good.
Well, we have done cranberry Sprite during the wintertime, so anything is open for us, and I'm excited to see what these cola companies and soda companies bring at us. So there we go. Let's wrap it up. Scope, dope, or nope is done. On to coming soon right after this.
You're listening to The Scope.
Under the scope.
Yes, indeed. Like I just said, Jared, it's coming soon.
Yeah. No, time has passed. Come on, time has passed.
Right. Okay. Okay. Adam, you must take a drink of pineapple soda in between each section of coming soon.
Pineapple. All right. So we're saying it's the week of September 11th, right? That's what we're going with? Okay.
Yes.
Movies, we've got Clerks 3 coming out already.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
September 13th.
In theaters?
It's Lionsgate, View Askew, Smodcast Pictures. So none of those are, for some reason I feel like this was a Netflix movie though. So I don't know. Let's go.
I just bought
click on
Clerks
this
2
thing.
for $5.
And
Me too.
Development. Release September 13th.
That's okay. I can find it on my own. You don't need to find it.
I'm curious too.
Nobody's coming to us for hard facts.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. The Woman King, Viola Davis movie. It's like a Viola Davis action movie, and it's directed by the same woman that directed the what was the superhero action movie with what's her face? I can't think of names. It's too
Really
late.
nailed down the details.
Furiosa. What's her name?
Oh,
You know?
that would be the Mad Max.
Yeah, what's her name though? The actress.
Charlize
Charlize
Theron.
Theron.
The Charlize Theron Netflix movie from a couple years ago.
Yeah, The Old Guard.
Yeah, The Old Guard. This is the same
That was
director. Yes,
good
I
stuff.
liked it too. Anyway, this is Viola Davis.
And they're supposedly making a sequel to that. So
Yes, it's the same woman is doing the directing and writing that too. So anyway, maybe this will be a Viola Davis action movie. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. See How They Run, which I know from something because one of my favorite people, Sam Rockwell, is in it. Adrian Brody. It is a comedy film directed by Tom George. Why do I know about this? I don't know. Anyway, it's got people that are
probably
good
from
in
a podcast.
it. Yeah, I feel like not, but yeah. Anyway, Sam Rockwell, he's great.
He's good.
Pearl, which is a movie. The Silent Twins. A lot of. This has Letitia Wright in it, so she's got multiple movies coming out.
Oh yeah. Good back half of the year for her.
Yeah. Netflix movie Do Revenge, but I don't recognize any of these names. And Goodnight Mommy, Amazon movie with Naomi Watts, and some other people. Also coming out in the next couple weeks, Don't Worry Darling. That's the Florence Pugh, Olivia Wilde movie. Harry Styles in there. All those kind of people. Nick Kroll, Chris Pine. There's a Lena Dunham's movie, Catherine Called Birdie, and a Tyler Perry movie called The Jazzman's Blues. Last minute addition to our show, TV. September 11th,
Television.
we've got premiere of the Showtime series American Gigolo.
Doing
based
I think
on
the
the
camera.
I think it's based on the same story.
Okay.
Let's see. September 15th.
This is how we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
Camera.
September 15th, Vampire Academy on Peacock.
Speak of the devil.
Atlanta season 4 premiere on FX. My Dream Quinceañera on Paramount Plus. See, another reason to have Paramount Plus.
There
Halo,
it is.
Obviously.
My Dream Quinceañera.
And all those real world
Beavis
reunions.
and Butthead.
Yeah. Quantum Leap, Quantum Leap on NBC, September 19th.
Already has its second showrunner. That show is
That's good.
That's a good
in-
sign.
That
right?
means it's good.
Yep.
The more showrunners is
Yeah.
the better.
So many
movie
stories to
doing
tell that you have to have so many people telling them.
Yes.
Yep.
And then September
Makes perfect
21st, so like a little like later than a week from this, Andor, Abbott Elementary
Yes.
season 2, and Thai Cave Rescue.
I'm excited for Andor.
Yeah, me too.
Very excited.
Music. Let's see if we recognize any of these guys. The Beths.
I like the best.
Death Cab for Cutie.
Okay.
Little Dragon. Mars Volta. No Doubt. No, not No Doubt. That'd be funny, right?
Anything from Big Juicy?
No. Lil Juicy.
Really?
No. Weezer's Autumn album.
Oh, that's right. They're doing the seasons.
That's what we got there. And then video games. Let's see. Is this the week that Shane was thinking of? We've got Return to Monkey Island, Freedom Planet 2. No, that's not it.
I'm curious. about
Blind
that one.
Blind Fate, Ito no Yami. That's it, Ty. Right?
Yeah. You read my mind right there.
None of these. Outer Wilds is coming to the PS5 and Xbox Series X. So a lot of people liked Outer Wilds, so I'll mention that. There
How
are
is it
definitely
different from
video
the
games.
PS4 version.
It's got better things.
It's more better.
More
Got it.
better. I don't know. Are there games coming out this fall? I thought so, but I could be wrong because I don't see anything.
We're still a little early. But there are games coming. So
I don't know. You might be wrong. Maybe they canceled all the games.
Gotham Knights is coming.
So you're saying I should just keep playing Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Yep, another Modern Warfare is coming. You know, all the greatest hits.
I don't know.
God of War is coming.
One game.
I
in
look
November.
forward to buying these games for $10 to $15 in a year.
Have you signed up for PS
justify
Plus?
$70 for a game.
I have not, but I have not.
Oh, Jared, you can play God of War for free with your PS5, the one from the PS4 one, if you have not already done so.
I believe I have added it to my library.
Okay.
But I have not downloaded it because every freaking game is 50 gig download, and I'm already having bandwidth problems every month. I can't afford to keep downloading PS5 games.
Got to upgrade to that business line for make it unlimited.
I should
Good to go.
That's what I should.
I love it. Adam, thank you very much for your coming soon. I know you studied and you researched to get that list for hours and hours. And it shows. It shows.
Thank you. It's a lot of copy pasting. I feel good about it.
Fantastic. Jared,
hey, you could mess up a paste. Don't sleep on a good paste.
Don't.
Copy's easy. The paste, getting that paste right.
Jared, wrap it up.
Wow. Getting feisty over there.
Under the scope.
He talks to some 30-year-old high school classmates, and now he's Mr. Feisty at the end of the show.
Now I'm the big boss man.
I am the big boss man. Well, if you're the big boss man, you want to tell us what to do, you know how to reach out. Comments at thescopeshow.com. That's the email address. Call the voicemail line, 612-21-SCOPE. That is 612-2673. Leave us some scintillating content like this one. I mean, you can try to top it. You can try to top it. You can try to top it, but you won't. But give it a try. 612-21-SCOPE. Reach out on social media. We have a Facebook page, which a bunch of foreign people are liking. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't seem to have been hacked or anything, so I just let it go. If other people want to like the show and get this in their feed when it comes out, hey, who am I to say no? We are also on Twitter sometimes. Maybe it's there. Yeah. And on YouTube, you can watch these episodes. We'll see. We're trying Zencaster this time around for the video. Hopefully everything works out. Fingers crossed. And that will be a video version of this show up on YouTube. All those links are on our website at thescopeshow.com. Again, if you want to support the show, if you want to help us buy more limited edition sodas, patreon.com/thescopeshow is the place to go. You can pledge as little as $1 an episode. And we've actually had them remove the cancel button, so don't be alarmed when that is not present for you. So,
wow.
Honestly, you should just sign up and just be prepared to give money to us until your accounts are closed. That's all for me. Shane, back to you.
That's fantastic read, Jared.
I'm really selling it. There's no reading, Shane. This is all stream of consciousness right here. It's
just
like Mello talking.
Just like everything that I do. Totally off the top of my head.
100%.
Nothing is prepared. Wow, oh wow, everybody. We are all hyped up on sugar and caffeine. And not a great flavor to be seen, in my opinion.
Oh.
Give me my cherry coke any day of the week. That's what I want. But
we like what we like.
We like what we like. Adam, Jared, thank you so much for sticking around for episode 2. Let's play the music and head for the doors. So for everybody here, thanks for listening. We'll be back soon with more Scope. So until then, bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have. Fear not, Scope faithful. Days shall pass as if they were but a moment. And Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, send your comments to comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying, hey though, tune in next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.